Apple's expected overtaking of Samsung in global smartphone shipments for the first time in 14 years marks a major turning point in the industry, reflecting how competitive dynamics have shifted as consumer preferences, technology cycles, and regional markets evolve. According to Counterpoint Research, Apple is projected to ship around 243 million iPhones in 2025, surpassing Samsung's estimated 135 million units. This reversal isn't just a symbolic milestone. It signals deeper changes in how companies innovate, price, and position their devices in an increasingly saturated smartphone landscape. Apple's surge is strongly tied to the success of its iPhone 17 lineup, launched in September, which has pushed the company into a new phase of growth powered by advancements in chip technology, camera systems, and integrations with its wider ecosystem. The continued refinement of Apple's silicon, combined with improvements in battery life and AI-supported features, has helped the iPhone 17 series earn a reputation as one of the most cohesive and future-ready device families Apple has released in years. At the same time, Samsung's slight decline in shipments doesn't reflect a loss of relevance as much as it shows how competitive pressures have intensified, especially from Chinese manufacturers like Xiaomi, Oppo, and Honor. These companies have increased their market share by offering high-specification devices at more affordable prices, which has put pressure on Samsung's mid-range and budget categories. Apple, by contrast, continues to thrive mostly in the premium segment, where pricing power remains high and brand loyalty is strong. The fact that the iPhone operates within Apple's interconnected ecosystem bridging services like iCloud, Apple Music, and Apple Arcade gives the company more stability and customer retention than many of its competitors. This ecosystem effect appears to have grown even stronger in 2025, with Apple's emphasis on device longevity, privacy-focused software updates, and seamless interoperability across its hardware platforms. As consumers upgrade less frequently but invest more in long-lasting devices, Apple's strategy of long-term software support has clearly resonated. Another factor supporting Apple's rise is the rapid adoption of on-device AI features. Unlike cloud-based AI tools, Apple's approach focuses on privacy-preserving machine learning that operates directly on the device through the latest series neural chips. The iPhone 17's generative editing tools, enhancements to Siri's natural language processing, and customized automation systems have given Apple a meaningful edge in the emerging landscape of personal AI assistants. These features have not only bolstered the appeal of the newest models, but also contributed to a perception that Apple is leading the industry in practical, user-first AI integration rather than abstract demonstrations. Meanwhile, Samsung continues to develop its own AI-enhanced software experiences through One UI, particularly in its Galaxy S and Z series. Yet the company has faced supply chain challenges and increasing component costs that have limited the scalability of some innovations. Regional performance tells its own story. In the United States, Apple has long maintained dominance, but 2025 saw notable growth in markets where iPhone adoption was traditionally slower, such as India, Southeast Asia, and parts of Latin America. Apple's financing options, trade-in programs, and localized pricing strategies have made the iPhone more accessible, helping the company chip away at what were historically Samsung-led or Android-dominated regions. Meanwhile, Samsung's ongoing strategic shift toward foldable devices has been met with mixed reactions. While the Galaxy Z Fold and Flip series remain leaders in the foldable category, the segment is still relatively niche. Consumers in many regions prefer the stability and familiarity of standard smartphones, a trend that has given Apple more room to expand as foldables remain a smaller portion of overall shipments. Supply chain resilience has also played a critical role in Apple's 2025 success. After years of disruption stemming from global events, Apple invested heavily in diversifying its manufacturing footprint, particularly in India and Vietnam, reducing its dependency on a single region supply chain. These efforts appear to be paying off, allowing Apple to meet demand more effectively during major product launches. Samsung, though also global in its manufacturing strategy, faced difficulties balancing production across its wide product range, especially as mid-tier models compete in increasingly crowded markets. Apple's marketing strategy for the iPhone 17 further strengthened demand. The company leaned into themes of sustainability, device longevity, and security topics that resonate strongly with today's consumers. The introduction of new materials, reduced environmental impact in manufacturing, and transparent reporting on carbon reductions have differentiated Apple from competitors in the eyes of environmentally conscious buyers. Samsung has similar initiatives, but Apple's brand image in this area has grown more cohesive and visible. Moreover, Apple's financial ecosystem, including innovations in Apple Pay, Apple Card, and installment-based purchasing programs, played an underestimated but important role in boosting shipments. Teenagers and young adults, Apple's most loyal demographic, are increasingly integrated into this financial ecosystem, which influences their device choices and upgrade patterns. The company's focus on student-friendly programs, educational bundles, and partnerships with schools and universities has reinforced its position as the preferred brand for younger users. Looking ahead, analysts see 2025 as a pivotal year rather than an endpoint. Apple's climb to the top of global smartphone shipments might signal a longer-term trend if the company continues to capitalize on its strengths in ecosystem design, hardware-software integration, and AI-driven personalization. However, Samsung is unlikely to concede ground easily. With renewed investment in foldable technology, planned expansions in budget-friendly 5G devices, and improvements to Galaxy AI capabilities, Samsung may attempt to reclaim the top spot within the next product cycle. The competitive landscape will also continue to shift as Chinese manufacturers push aggressively into global markets, offering premium features at mid-range prices and targeting regions where Apple and Samsung are both expanding. The broader industry implications of Apple's milestone are significant. After more than a decade of Samsung leading global smartphone shipments, the shift demonstrates how premium devices can outperform mass-market volumes when supported by strong brand loyalty and a cohesive user experience. It also reveals how consumer behavior is evolving as smartphones become long-term investments rather than frequent upgrades. Apple's ability to maintain sales momentum in this environment shows the power of a strong ecosystem, consistent software support, and gradual but meaningful hardware improvements. As 2025 closes, the smartphone market stands at a fascinating point of transition, with Apple's rise adding new pressure, new expectations, and new opportunities for every major competitor involved. Subscribe my channel Money AI Tech.